Advantage Athletic Therapy, personalized rehabilitation programs with a whole body approach. Enjoy the podcast.
It's the summertime show in August with Leigh from Simcoe Natural Foods. I'm Dave Scott. Thanks for joining us. I, I texted you a couple weeks ago and I said, I want to talk about honey because one of the cool things that I've learned with you when we're cooking, you're cooking, I'm watching, let's be honest, is you don't use sugar. You always either maple syrup or honey or a natural sugar that's in maybe a fruit. And I always thought that's cool, but I didn't understand how many different things you can use honey for and how much it helps your body. So I'm giving you the floor. We're not cooking today, folks. We're talking honey.
No, we're talking about honey. Yeah,
So it's
honey is
amazing.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's so many varieties of honey out there, and so many ways you can use it, either topically or to heal things inside your body, outside your body, prevent dryness in your skin. You can use it as a hair treatment even. So, like, the options are unlimited, really.
Well, and what caught my eye was I was reading a piece about how honey in us older folks helps soothe your bladder. And I was bought, I'm right in then, right? Like, okay, yeah, I'll try it because honey's so good. And you don't need a lot, just a little bit. And my son always tells me about how when he has a sore throat, he will go to the honey. And then my wife mentioned that I think her grandfather or something used to put honey on cuts or something like.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
talk to me. Why does it work so well? What does it do to help all these things?
Well, for one thing, we all know that honey's thick, right? So it does coat when you use it. So if you put it on a wound, it's going to make a natural barrier. And then it does have natural antibacterial, antifungal properties as well, because I mean, the bees are using this to protect their babies, to grow healthy workers. They're feeding the queen, so everything has to be sanitary and keep the hive healthy. So we're just benefiting from that as well. Plus, all the plants that they're gathering it from have natural medicinal properties as well. Like, for example, bee propolis, they actually gather what they need for this from sap, from tree sap, so like pine saps, and those things have natural healing properties, high in antioxidants. So it's just like all comes full circle, and you're benefiting from so many different plants. And then the enzymes that the bees use to produce these different things are also good for us and fight bacteria and fight fungi and help reduce inflammation. So it's just it's like a functional food. It's a superfood, and I don't think, like, I only understand the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the value of honey, but like cultures have been using it for millennia and they just knew, right? So we're maybe getting back into that a little bit. And one of the best things you can do is get yourself some raw local honey. So raw meaning it hasn't been pasteurized and it hasn't been filtered. So all the good bits of pollen and everything are still in there and it hasn't been heated and had any of the enzymes destroyed. So we have that right here. We sell that at the store. We get a lovely raw local honey from a fellow in Waterford, and it's a lot of wildflowers are involved in the making of this honey. It's beautiful. It tastes great. Uh, I mean, a teaspoon a day. I even read recently that it helps you sleep because it can help
Right.
maintain your glycogen stores and it helps to soothe inflammation in your gut. So if you have heartburn or an ulcer or something that's keeping you up at night, just a little teaspoon of honey. And a lot of it has properties where it is killing bad bacteria in your mouth as well.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't know that.
it can fight gingivitis, it can fight plaque. We think of it as just pure sugar, but if it's raw, unpasteurized honey, it's different. It's not like that Billy Bee liquid that you buy at the grocery store. That's not real honey, right?
Do you think, like, you did mention it, it's been being used for hundreds of years, and it's kinda coming full circle where we're finally sort of understanding some of the side benefits that this natural product can do for us, right? It's incredible when you think about it, and, I would much rather use something like honey than be taking some kinda over-the-counter medication that I don't really even understand what it's doing to my body. At least you can
Right?
follow the trail here.
Yeah, and your body's going to recognize it as a whole food as well. It's not like you're introducing something that's gonna suppress the healing process in your body. And on that note, the Manuka honey is particularly special, and effective for healing gut ulcers, skin wounds, scarring, that sort of thing. And it specifically comes from New Zealand, and it's
Wow.
from a special tree called the Manuka tree, which has very unique medicinal properties. And you can get the Manuka honey in different strengths. So, like the UMF number on your Manuka honey is telling you what the active antimicrobial level is in that honey. And then this one has a K factor. So, the K factor of 16 means that the honey is strictly from Manuka flowers. So, if it's lower than 16, the bees could have foraged through other flowers, but they're guaranteeing that the bees have strictly gone to a Manuka honey tree or a Manuka tree, and it's pure Manuka pollen, pure Manuka honey that's in here.
Mhm. Can it this kinda interests me too because you see a lot of people that will get, like, well, kids, I guess, and adults, a sugar buzz, but I don't think you get that with honey, do you? Like, I think it keeps your levels fairly safe.
Yeah, it's actually, better for your blood sugar balance, safer for diabetics than a lot of other sweeteners because it is so rich in different minerals, including, like, chromium and selenium, which help your body control blood sugar. It also has amino acids in it, so it's got some protein in there, and it's got enzymes that are gonna aid your digestion. So, yeah, it's a little easier on your system as well, and your pancreas and your liver and your kidneys. The only issue with, some things are if you have, like, a bee venom allergy, sometimes people can't use stuff that has bee pollen in it. And bee pollen we do sell as well, so you can actually eat bee pollen for medicinal purposes. So you can see it's like the little
Wow.
ball that they collected on their cute little bee ankles. If you've ever seen one on a flower with it all on their little legs.
Yeah.
So this is local as well, so it takes a lot of effort to gather this stuff and to clean it and dry it and prepare it in a safe way for us to use, so this is, like, very precious. But you can actually use this to help you with, seasonal allergies as well.
Really?
So not only is it a functional food that's gonna aid your digestion, help you feel full longer, etcetera, but you can introduce it in microdoses several weeks before the allergy season. So I'm talking like 2, 3 granules dissolved under your tongue. You do that every day for a few weeks, you slowly build up to a teaspoon a day, and it's like you're inoculating your body against those pollens because 'cause you're introducing them slowly, stimulating your immune system, and helping it to be prepared for that influx of pollen that's gonna come at you. So it's very interesting, and you wanna use local as well, because obviously you're gonna be exposed to that pollen the most wherever you live.
Never knew that. That's like,
Yeah.
I wish I'd known that with my allergies years ago, right? Because you're always just take, again, over the counter stuff, right? And it's always too
Yeah,
late and you're fighting it, you're already sick. Yeah, that's amazing. And
yeah,
and here's the other part, we gotta save our bees. You know, like, think about it, right? We've this is a big discussion in the world right now,
it's
and it's important.
it's it's scary, like, we had some weird weather in the spring where it was warm and the cherry blossoms came out, and then we got this cold, damp weather that set in, and then the bees weren't active, and I heard that, like, less than 30% of the trees got pollinated this year because the bees weren't
Oh, wow.
active.
I didn't
So
know
the
that.
cherry crops are gonna be low this year. It's all weather dependent and bee dependent, a lot of it, right? So,
It if and like you said, I didn't realize I don't know if you got anything else in your basket of goodies there, but I didn't realize the variety of the honeys that and what the different things were that they helped with. Like, that's incredible.
yeah, I don't have any buckwheat honey, but that again is also very medicinal honey, and it has a different sort of nuttier flavor as well. So if you can get your hands on that, it's nice to have too. And then we have other bee things like royal jelly. So this is actually produced by like the worker bees excrete it so from their mouths and make this special jelly to feed the queen bee. So it's totally different than honey, and it has totally different medicinal properties. It's really good for women, like perimenopausal, menopausal women, because it has estrogen effects in the body. So when the estrogen levels are going down, bee propolis can help with those symptoms like hot flashes, which is really interesting.
I never knew that.
What else can I royal jelly, it also is really high in antioxidants and has, like, anti-aging properties, so, women are putting it on their skin as well. So, because the queen bee is really important, and she lives longer than any of the other bees, and she's the only one, right? So she's
Yep.
special. We all wanna be a queen bee, right?
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Um, I this is a great show. We're gonna have to revisit this down the road too, because I do wanna talk a bit more about it because I didn't realize all the different things. And you guys at the store at Simcoe Natural Foods, like, folks, go in and talk to Leigh about these things because here it is, such a simple thing that can help you in so many different ways. My last question for you is this: what is your favorite thing to put honey on? Mine would be peanut butter and toast. You?
Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. I really, really love honey in my tea. That's probably my
Oh,
favorite way to use it. I did that this morning with some ginger tea. But I also baked some scones today and I put some honey on my scone. So that's pretty
yeah. I think we're gonna
indulgent, but
at some point this year, we're just gonna have to, I'm gonna have to come to you and we're gonna have to do a show where I get to try the food, okay? Because you tell me every show what you make, and then I'm like, "Oh, I'll just
well, I'd
go
never
have
made
a."
them before, but I usually just get one as a treat somewhere, and then I tried it today and it was like, "Oh, this is really good. This is a new thing for me."
Your girls will be able to try your scones now. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
One thing I wanted to say about bee pollen though is that it does thin your blood. So if you're on blood thinners, you should avoid using it.
I didn't know that was so how does it because I have to
Um,
take an aspirin every day because of my heart situation, but
yeah.
I
I mean,
didn't realize but thin blood's a good thing for me, so
yeah, most people need that, but if you're already on blood thinners, you might just want to practice some caution. You'd have to be taking a fair amount, like a couple teaspoons a day. And it's all the different properties working together. Like the enzymes are breaking down plaques in your system, and then the high amount of antioxidants in there as well can help to thin the blood. So I don't know exactly the mechanism behind it, but that is just something that I've read, and I would want to make sure that people knew that. And then if you're allergic to bee venom, bee pollen could trigger your allergies as well.
yeah, you need to be and again, I think in most cases, you guys are really good about, telling people check with your doctor or your physician, someone if you have any
Yeah.
questions or doubts, and I think that's really important in this day and age, but also just the honey, like all the different ways that it can help you folks, just be aware. Go visit Leigh. She'll help you, right?
Yeah, of course. We all will. Yeah, we all
I
love honey. I
well,
get to
thanks for doing
package
this.
honey
Oops,
too. It comes in a great big
pardon?
pail and I get to put it in these packages, so it's fun.
Oh,
It's
yeah, here we go.
for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Then I clean up after, for sure.
That's the job you volunteer for, right? You're always like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll get that,
Yeah.
Laura." All right. Thanks for doing this. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks. You too.